Hi folks, so we are slowly reaching the end of the World Cup 2025. This should be the final day, the final time we watch a game live, because we are in the final between Norway and USA, and even further we are at 4-4 basically, so I can show you, well, you can't see this very well because it's not lined up, but it ended in a draw last week, and we had some time for the teams to pick their champion, and like last year we are now going to have the final decided by a champions game between two players and two of the best decks. And USA has played this mini game twice before in this tournament, and they won both times, so I wonder if they can do it again. They have Tom MacKenzie, who's barely lost. They have Rupert, who's won the last one, the last champions game. Derek is there, and is there. I mean, they have options. Peter Shook also there he's like the main player for the Targ deck, which is I think is a good shot for them possibly. And on the other side, Norway has Evan, who has, like Tom, only lost once in this tournament with his Bara deck. There's Zini, there's Gloring, Chrissy. Chrissy just played in the Regions tourney for the 8th region, so I don't think he is the designated player, because they can't have predicted that finishing so quickly. I think he could still have been playing, so might not be Chrissy playing. But Johannes has come through for Norway in some of the deciding games, or decisive games, I should say, in the cut as well. So might be he that plays this one. So it's supposed to be starting right about now, and it is going to be Johannes. Okay, don't know the decks yet though. So I will join the voice channel now for anyone who wants to commentate with me. I think Hannes will be joining us. Oh, Johannes and Tom MacKenzie, we're gonna have the crossing 50-50, although I talked to Sarah about this and she said Lenny crossing is slightly better, slightly more than 50 in this one, so might be a good choice for the USA again.
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I knew it since 2 days ago what the matchup would be, and I was very curious. I'm not a crossing expert, but okay, if Sarah says you is favorite here, I will trust her. So potentially going to be very fast, right?
Yeah, it should end within 3 rounds for sure. I mean, whoever has initiative in round 3 might already be winning the game. Both decks can win in round 2, by the way, if they get the perfect cards. I feel like Lenny has that perfect game where it's Cersei and Castle Rock, has those two main cards. And Stark, I think, apart from Superior Claim, doesn't have anything that much stronger than the rest of their options, I guess. So I think Stark is probably slightly more consistent in terms of how quickly it can go. But yeah, I mean, top game for Stark and top game for Lenny. I think Lenny does have the advantage.
Yeah, Johannes had to take a mulligan. Um, Interesting, interesting. Yeah. So right, Tywin and one of these roads. That's too bad. Caitlin.
Yeah, if Tywin now enables Cersei to be played in round 1 with his extra gold, I mean, if Stark, oof, and Winterfell is going to be blocked. If Stark has to play at any point Harris, it's usually not a good sign for them. It means their plan to just do 3 rounds and win has failed. But I feel like it's really difficult if you leave them be.
Yeah, yeah, makes sense.
On the plus side,
Yeah, but overall,
Stark
I can
goes
just say
second.
it's amazing. Oh, sorry, it's amazing that we have another Champions match, right? I mean, both we had it last year, and then we have it during the cut, and it feels like almost every matchup. No matchup more than I think 5-3, if I'm correct. So it's very well balanced. teams and decks. So I think that this is, for me, a personal highlight of this tournament.
Yeah, we had in the top 8 we had 2 matches for 5-3 and 2 went all the way. And in the semifinals also one was 5-3 I think and one was 4-4. So really close. But we kind of knew that would happen. I mean, there's no outsider really wants to get to the top 8 stage. I mean, there's good teams that didn't even make it. Well, one gold left.
That's a
Still
strong board.
can jump something in if needed, because if Myrcella is going to remove herself, you also need some claim soak if you're gonna nil out your board.
Or Braun's claim so correct.
Yeah, he is. If there's no danger of a cancel, which I mean, that's only can happen if Järvinin's in play.
I mean, you can just claim Braun. It's not that important in this match.
I suppose it's not, yeah, with the plots that we know are coming. Although if the Harris is played and Braun is claimed here and Myrcella's back in hand and Tywin's alone with Daven, that's probably not ideal either. Well, Stark has cards as well, so
I don't know what else Chris or Johannes plays, but if the shadow is Mira, that's also a good sign, because if ever Cersei comes in, you need Mira.
yeah, he has one Rick.
Okay, interesting. That could also be interesting.
Uh,
There's nothing good to take at the moment.
all the best ones are loyal though. I guess Jaime is the one exception. And he can get cancelled, so I don't know. Think we can probably hope it's Mira for Norway's sake.
What is the US reset?
So they have
VD.
Mad King's Command, and I'm not sure if they have another one.
We
Do
should
they not have
run
the
VD.
VD? Yeah.
Possibly. Okay.
I'll search it up. It does not run VD.
Mad King's better against closing anyway, so probably good for them, as long as it doesn't get hit by Chrome, but
Yeah, could be also the closing round, potentially, if he can have initiative, which he won't actually against Palace of Sorrows.
It probably plays when die to close, right?
Yeah. Well, nothing's jumped in so far. And Johannes should be able to do challenges back.
they just block this Stark because I guess not. Okay.
Maybe wants to lose a few, get the cards, see if there's a superior claim. Oh, he's lost two limiteds here. One on purpose and one through claim. Maybe it's not ideal. Now, if he wants to do crossing, that means power with Tywin. Is that the thing you do? Because he's getting stealthed anyway.
Yeah.
But whatever jumps with Hear Me Roar isn't getting stealthed, so if that's the Hound, that could be decent defense on one of the challenges.
I mean, you
Pro-
have to jump it in before Caitlyn's in the challenge, though.
Yep.
And before intrigue's done, if that's, I mean, 7 cards could have several options actually, we don't know. It's not gonna do the third challenge. Going to try to minimize the power gain, but I think Stark should end up ahead.
Yeah, because they're gonna do power crossing, right?
Yeah, I don't think that can be stopped.
No.
Can even throw Arya into the military. Okay. Wants to kneel Tywin out that way. Get another Light Summer Fist card.
That and probably wants to win the intrigue more than the military.
Yeah, but can he? Tywin's just
Yeah,
gonna grab the renown here. I mean, it would be 7 on intrigue, so if there's nothing in hand to manipulate.
Oh, but you can just do three for intrigue, right? Against Braun.
Mhm.
That's what he wanted. That's
Oof.
big.
Yeah, not bad.
It's a good hit. It's surprising that he wouldn't.
Could have done that power with Tywin maybe. I don't think Johannes necessarily would have defended. Maybe
I
he
mean,
would have
Caitlyn
put...
could block still, you know.
Put Caitlyn in.
Yeah, stop the win by... Well, if Caitlyn's in, then doesn't really matter. But then you risk not being able to push enough back if there's a jumper event. It's gonna keep dicey for dominance. Power goes on the faction card rather than on her. Well, still pretty close. And no one's really winning round 2, so... Let's see what happens in the next one.
Don't you want the power on Daisy though?
It works better this
It's
way,
the
right?
same, yeah.
It's on the faction card for dominance instead of the renown on Daisy. And
Well,
Tom would have
what
won dominance.
what I did learn from my 8 regions game just now is that Battle of the Green Fork steals a lot of power.
Yeah, it can do.
Caitlyn helps a little bit with Battle of the Green Folk, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Green Fork.
So, any more of these winter festivals?
There's one for Lani.
I think Norway has only one.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. I'll go check.
Sometimes they have they play that Warden's
one.
plot, which is pretty
Yeah,
good in these crossing battles actually.
He has a Wardens, I think, and has a return.
Could go Palace as well. Just to slow down the game.
Yeah, but maybe you want to wait with that.
There we go. I did when I was playing Star Crossing. I did like to play it early, if I had nothing else to play. It's good econ, and then you make sure that the strength battle is even.
Yeah, in terms of numbers, I mean, Stark does go wider than Lanny does, and
Yeah.
their characters have naturally lower strength, but this is one of the key cards.
It probably has Mira and Shadows, and then the Barrel and Scouts as well to maybe make the train and get their strength up, and then he can play Crone to survive.
What's the Shadow situation?
Although I don't think you want to play out Mira necessarily if there's nothing good to bring, because there's also only one more winter plot to put her back in if something too dangerous happens, maybe.
Winter Shadows for Lani is only the Regent's Guard.
Okay, so that really only comes in if there's something jumping in with an event. Shiber is
Which makes-
played, then we won't see Mira coming out this round. Yeah. Is there a treachery? There isn't. Oh. That's useful.
It's a good situation for Stark for Crown if you think
Yeah.
that there might be a reset next round.
But I mean, Matkins command. Duharis seems like. Oh, but Duharis is not in the deck, we said.
It's only
Yeah.
MacKenzie's command, so it could make sense.
And Arya's immune to it. So Stark survives the 3D
Yeah, and
well.
if Crown is played, you can keep everything that's on the board. But you probably
Yeah,
want to
currently
mark
yes.
it as-
Daisy
Yeah.
stays, Jojen stays, Beryl and Scout stays, and Arya stays, and then the rest you can save.
Yeah, but you probably want to march something other than Shiber, yeah, even.
Okay, so how much are we defending this? He has 1,000 of these Rose Roads. He's discarded 2 last round, still able to marshal a limited, but has another one in hand now. This time there's no
So
Light
that's-
Summer Fist to refill the hand with more useful stuff. And there's Jamie.
That's because he also has, I think, like 12.
12 limited. Yeah, 12 limited.
Limited, so
Yeah, some people have
You know.
14, which I think is really excessive.
whatever.
More than 10 is too much.
I mean, I say limited. Okay, if they were all limited, it's a bit much. The Northern Armor is not limited, so at least you can, if you get that with a limited, you can play both, I guess.
I like if you open up the Thrones DB deck list for Team Norway, they had some comments, and it followed through with the AGOT account. It says we need to take into account that Crone will be restricted. That leaves us with a struggle. So I guess they wanted to play passing as well.
Why do they not delete the comments?
I thought it was funny.
Okay, so one more intrigue provisionally. Could be 2 more in theory. And power. And there's 2 more renown in play. There's crossing potential. There's Winterfest we're going to trigger. So I think Tom's getting 10 plus here. But he will also get a lot back, I think.
Do you ever use Caitlyn here to block the Marcella?
That's a thought. I think that's probably the thing to do, right?
Yeah. Because with Regent's Guard, he can do another intrigue, and then with Tywin could do another intrigue. Oh, he already did one, right? So, yeah. Plus, this is the crossing.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're gonna spend Caitlyn anyway, you might as well try to block fully, and then you can still have 3 characters to go back, because it's the crossing one.
Does she need to block Superior Claim though?
I don't think so. I would take the risk.
One's gone and there's 2 cards in hand, so yeah.
Depends what Johannes has in his hand.
Useful character.
Yeah, to me, he was the best character I had in my deck. I felt that like every game.
Okay, so no additional intrigue now. What is Tom going to do on the last one? He put both renown. Well, actually he has to attack with everyone. Yeah, now basically Johannes can make this fizzle if he defends, gets his 1 renown defense and does intrigue back, but that really limits what he's doing.
You're gonna have to do defend with 6, right? Just to be sure.
Defend with 6 and then you can do everything back, I think. Even if one character comes out of shadows. I mean, there could be more jumping, actually.
Unless he doesn't think he has superior claim. And then he could hit back for 6 on power to get the Street of the Sisters.
And Darwin's gonna trigger again.
Yeah.
Stops the unopposed. Is there superior claim? There isn't.
No.
He's not gonna be getting unopposed and bonuses, you know.
Automan is there. Oof. Yeah, that's not the best situation. You can't draw anything, right? That's a disaster, really. I mean, okay, disaster. He's gonna get crossing and Dice is renown. Yeah, then I think.
Oh, he just drew it off of the Sir Devin.
I think it would be better just to defend the power, right? In that case, I mean, if you can get unopposed against an alt board, then what's even the point? Is he getting how much is he getting with crossing? So power claim, potentially the location, crossing, renown. But then he's losing dominance, I think, if he does all of that.
Don't need to do the Street of the Sisters, you can instead win dominance, probably better.
Yeah, I think so. So Regent's Guard doesn't have the power icon anyway, so may as well come out here.
No, I'm surprised he didn't do this for the intrigue if he wanted to maybe protect the superior claim.
But what was the point of blocking this anyway?
And why not? I had to return Jamie to hand anyway, right? Because he's going.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But you could just put it out and have unopposed dominance because
There's no one opposed.
because there's no unopposed.
There is
Well,
now.
there's some now. I think this is a mistake.
Yeah, this is a mistake. Brown could go. I mean, he doesn't do much.
I mean, the Regent's Guard could go as well.
Also, yeah.
Maybe he plans to stop the unopposed. Both of them or one of them? One of them seems better.
Yes, because you get the dominance. You get dominance.
Yeah,
I think this is greedy.
You might want to kneel Georgia because he's gonna draw your card if unless there's something really good for Lannister, but you don't have any card.
Should have done intrigue with Georgian then. I think this is a mistake.
Probably. No, yeah, I don't know. I guess he would have to unblock with something else.
Well, 10-8. I think next round is the last one. Okay, so this Mira in Shadows this is Rick. And the Burn Man, which can be useful in a Mad King's Command situation, potentially. Though I think your winner who die is now favorite to be played, possibly.
So does Johannes reset now?
Oh, he does. Well, that
Yeah,
might
I mean,
be
with
useful, yeah.
Knowing James still in hand, I think Lenny can close almost for
Would
sure.
you lose Tywin to keep an extra character?
No,
Probably
no.
not,
You
right?
need the Egon. You need the
No.
Egon.
Yeah, but you marshal 1-2 coster more potentially, which is exactly what you would keep with if you kept David instead. Guess. Johannes goes first. Okay, Tom gambling that Johannes cannot close.
I think it's a mistake. Like if you know it's
probably because you
Mira.
also have. Yeah, and to claim military is not gonna be fun after the Harrison empty hand.
Daisy goes down to 7. Tywin and Bronn on the other side, not Tywin and Myrcella. So he will have what? 8 gold to work with Tom, so we know Jaime's in hand.
Mhm.
It's
Well,
not amazing
maybe
actually.
now, as Stark, you can consider bringing Mira out if you have her, to blank Tywin.
Yep.
To blank the gold rather than blanking Renown.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, it's a bit risky, but you could try.
No, I think it's a good play.
Is there something that can be used for 2 cost? Still in hand.
Unless he wants to blank the Jaime. Yeah. Because if it's Jaime, it's only Jaime, right? Or this.
Nah, he wants numbers.
Yep, that makes sense.
But he is now pretty low on Renown, so unless there's a never bet, which will bring Davin into play to be fair, if Bran doesn't cancel. Sweet slip on Caitlyn so she can take Grey Wind. I don't think there will be the chance.
Probably not.
Yeah, this might go another plot though.
Yeah, and Stark might play the wolf plot to make Mira go back in shadows and get more characters.
One card in hand, so hypothetically if that was superior claim and Johannes got absolutely everything unopposed, that would still be only 14 if I count correctly.
If you get everything unopposed, it should be 15 with
15 with this,
strategic-
yeah, with the location, it's 15.
Ah, with the location, yes.
I think you should probably at least oppose some things.
There's no way he lets everything unopposed though.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Jaime is now the last card.
Yeah, so no jumping event
So,
unless Pycelle finds one.
yeah, but if he goes another round, that's not bad for Lenny.
What's not bad for Lenny?
He's just gonna play Battle on the Green Flag, right?
Oh,
It's
they
Zero
played
Reserve,
down.
Jaime is going, right?
Yeah.
Sorry. I think you probably stealth Bronn and hope one of the big ones defend.
At some point you also have to stop so that you don't lose.
Oof, okay.
Is the last card the plus strength renown thingy? That's spent by Cell. He's not that important if we do happen to lose.
I agree. I'm not sure why not do the military with Mira first.
Well, yeah. Now he has crossing on the military challenge with stealth. But both of the bigs can defend it in theory. Okay, Tywin should be big enough. I mean, if... No, there's no superior claim, we know that now. Now does Johannes have to stop here? No renown on the attack, but crossing and to claim power is 12 for sure, and then whatever else he can get unopposed. I think he can do the military.
Military with Mira, maybe.
Yeah, stealth Braun, I guess.
And if it is Wolf in the Night as the last card, then she can win against Hound. Just play it at this point because you're gonna lose it anyway. Maybe not.
Okay, up to 10. So, but Tom has initiative next round. He probably will not close here, we think, right? It's gonna be 13 or 14. But then he should be able to do something in the last one. To claim military coming up. This point probably has to take Arya's dupe, which is not that fun.
It's not that big deal, I think.
This is the longest crossing versus crossing game I've ever seen.
It's only round 3.
Yes.
But it's always kind of like that because if you play crossing against crossing, you have to think a lot.
Do you?
Yeah, you never know. I mean, it goes so fast, so you have to.
Yeah.
You know, if you play crossing against control, just do the challenges, move on. Against the other rush, you have to consider.
Mira was the card under Arya.
Hmm.
And now on 13, I mean, now even if Johannes does go first, I don't think from 9 he will struggle to close, and he has to potentially attack into renown.
He's not going first though, right?
No.
Well, we'll see. I guess not.
No.
I mean, there's nothing that would be even close to winning initiative, I think, now.
takes back Daisy.
She's gonna be reasonably big, and there's no stealth on the Lanny side.
He can't play both Daisy and Mira though.
Can just about, right? Maybe. Oh no, not really. Maybe he has King's Road.
Well, he has to play Mira, I think. Tom doesn't do anything, which means Tywin's huge. So
Yeah.
now we kind of have to play Mira. But there is Hound Guard. I think USA is about to win. Can't see much solution here for Johannes.
Yeah, I don't know. This is bad.
He can stop the green fork trigger on intrigue and power here.
Yeah, but just crossing with renown.
Yeah,
is
for
good
sure.
enough.
But there's no renown though. There's gonna be no renown.
Yeah.
So military first.
And you still get
Yeah,
to
you have to
raise
do
the
military
claim.
first.
Yeah.
you still raise the claim before, so. Oh, okay.
Okay, he's not
That's a
gonna.
mistake.
He's not
Yeah,
gonna do it.
I think so.
Does he have anything in hand that's useful? I mean, you can even block this completely. Oh, there's two
Yeah.
intrigue challenges. Yeah, but this one you can just block. You have to block it this way.
Yeah.
Is there Widow's Veil?
No. But there is
Never
a
bet.
renown thingy coming in. Yeah.
Yeah, that's game.
But power and crossing is already enough, right? Anyway.
Oh, but he wouldn't have claim.
No claim
Right.
because of the Caitlyn.
Oh, Caitlyn, oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's gonna be either way now.
Good
Mm.
pull.
Even
mean-
if he takes Bran, doesn't matter. He was
Yeah, because then he
one
doesn't
gold
have
up.
Mira.
Yeah, he's 1 gold off every time.
I mean, he could not have claimed Bran last round.
Yeah, but then he would have claimed Mira.
Mm.
There's not that much better option.
No. For a moment it looked like Tom didn't plan this round very well, but he had the card always, so.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think he wins regardless. I mean, even if he did
mean,
mess it up
okay.
with 6 gold left and the fact that Johannes has to oppose absolutely everything, he's still on 14 before dominance, I think.
He could have
Ooh.
probably done Arya with power, but that's it.
You can still block this, but then Tywin does intrigue, so.
It could be superior claim in hand as well. But oh yeah, if you block with Caitlyn, yeah.
Caitlyn blocks all of that, right? But yeah.
Is that enough now?
Yes.
I mean, it's gonna be enough when Tywin does intrigue, right?
claim still 0. Oof, okay.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I hope he does it before, but
Yeah, it's but it doesn't even matter.
it doesn't matter. No. So Tom drew the good cards.
Yeah, and even
Yeah, he had to do it when she was defending.
I mean, if there's a bit luck for Johannes here, and Never Bad didn't reveal a renowned character, which like there were 2.
Yeah, but it's not blind.
But he
non-renowned.
knew
Yeah,
he
it's-
knew because of VD.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I think that play with losing all the cards and then trying to attack against a net board with Tomen in play cost him some power. I think that round could have just defended and we'd be going probably another one because both players would have so much less power. Yeah, difficult to do that kind of thing in Stark Crossing. I mean, Stark's after the Harry suspend kind of on the back foot all game, honestly.
Yeah, but I think he had to do it because didn't have that much in hand, and yeah.
Well, that was a fun game to end with. So USA wins the World Cup for the first time, and honestly,
Congratulations.
looking at their team again, you can't say it's a huge surprise. They were not among the favorites only because a lot of the players have not played in the basically since the pandemic. But just if you check their profiles, I mean, there are some top players there, so they do have one of the strongest teams and one of the biggest teams. I don't think anyone else has 12 players, so and they use them to good effect. Saw them practicing all night long, basically.
They were practicing a lot.
Yeah. So did Norway, but I think USA was especially hard working, I guess, in that regard. And Jim even doesn't have to play that much. Lost all his World Cup games, same as Super Duck. Yeah, and well, good run for Norway. Also, their best result. Let's call it extended Norway. I think 5 Norwegians in there, and some close neighbors, I guess. Kind of playing above what I was personally expecting from them, and looking at the decks at the start of the tournament, I didn't think they were that solid, but they kept winning. On the other hand, the US ones, I mean, there's not a weird one in there. The Greyjoy Winter has some weird choices made. Stark's a little bit unconventional compared to what we've been used to recently. There's famously stupid Morgulis in Barasol, and lack of Matkins command in Tark Blood, but these are really details. I mean, the agenda choice is kind of spot on, and they really came with pretty solid decks for this tournament, I think.
Yeah, so thanks from all the admins to everyone who played. Congratulations to Team USA. Congratulations also to Norway as runners-up. Catalonia and China in the semifinals also did really, really well. Thanks, Miha, for streaming so many games. And I hope I see a lot of players and a lot of people then very soon. In 8 regions. I think you can still register until next Friday, right? So,
yes.
Let me just check. Yeah,
that is currently the plan, but it might even be a few days more than that because the draft's gonna be slightly later than we thought. So there is some time, but better register. I mean, should be registered already, honestly.
Yeah.
Help the regions. Help the regions.
Exactly, and we have the Regent tournament going on, so that's also going to be exciting. Yeah, thanks everybody, and I'll tune out. Thank you. Bye.
Bye, Hannes.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a few closing words, I guess. So World Cup ends. We don't know exactly in what way it will be coming back next year. I think it will be coming back. This year it took a lot of time on the calendar, and I know people would prefer it to be slightly shorter. I think part of that was caused also by the Iron Throne issues that we had towards the end of Swiss and beginning of the cut, I think, which was a little bit unfortunate and unplanned. And of course the weird number of teams, 19 teams, that ends up in 3 groups always kind of adds a few weeks. So we'll be asking for feedback, I guess. Although I know Zini said as much when I suggested that we ask for feedback, that people have so many different opinions that in the end there's not going to be agreement. Everyone wants something different, so we just kind of have to decide in the organizing team what works best. But I think we already kind of know that we should be looking at a tournament that's a little bit shorter, and everything else, I think the format is pretty nice. But if people want changes, of course, that can also happen. But,
I think you said it well, though. The fact that it's 19 teams and not 20, where you can have 4 groups of 5 teams, and then it's just 4 weeks of Swiss, and then makes it a bit shorter compared to having like 7 weeks plus buys and everything, and heading into online worlds, you also miss another week. So I think if you're able to get 20 teams, you shorten it by quite a bit.
Yeah, I think we're kind of at the beginning, when teams weren't registering, it looked like it would be a smaller tournament than usual, and then we got to that same number. We were on 18 for a while, and 19, the worst possible number, trying to get number 20, but couldn't really make it. But that's the thing, we are never, I think Zini's been pretty determined on this point, that we are never going to say to anyone, no, 18 is better than 19, you can't play. That's never going to happen. So whatever the number is, we will work the format around it. But yeah, I do agree that some are better than others. I mean, anything that can basically lead to an even number of groups, or even, I mean, 3 groups of 6 is still better than 1 group of 7, right? Because then one team has to sit out every week, and that adds a couple of weeks to the whole tournament just for that. If we had like normal 5 rounds round robin, even if it was 3 groups, it would still be a shorter tournament. So, but 19 is the worst number because you can't divide it by anything. So that was the issue basically.
So guys, I just jumped into the chat now. Thank you for streaming the games, guys. Been watching the games together with you guys, and I want to congratulate the USA with their great win. And I'm super sad, of course, that we didn't get it over the line. And I really hope that everyone signs up now for the 8 regions as well, so we can get some more players. We're missing like 10 or 15 players, aren't we, Mia?
Missing, you mean to reach the magical number 100 players? Yeah. I mean, that's 8 regions the same as this one. I mean, however many we get. If we get 120, that's fine. We're not going to cap it at any particular number. But yeah, I know there's some people who are being a little bit dramatic and will still wait for the last moment. So I know it's going to be higher than 83, I think, or whatever it is now. So I think it might be around 90 or even more.
Yeah. I think we're at.
I had 85.
Now.
I had 85 last night.
Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be great. But yeah, okay. I'm signing off, guys. I'm gonna have a couple of beers now to lessen the salty feeling I got in in my mind now. So see you later, guys. Thank you so much for streaming, and thank you so much for everyone listening to that. You follow the tournament, and we're gonna have some great thrones later on this year with 8 regions and Stalik and everything. So have a nice evening, guys.
You too. Bye bye.
See you, Zini.
Bye bye.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to talk about? Or shall we end it here?
No, everything's good. Actually, Rupert won both teams' event this year. Can't let him win the 8 regions.
Yeah, that topic came up the other day. Has anyone won all 3 team tournaments? I mean, they're not that old, to be fair. They've been going on in the past 4 years, basically.
Yeah,
we had 3 editions of 7 Kingdoms and 3 of the 8 regions and World Cup a few more. And there was World Cup before the pandemic in the FUG days. I think there was a couple of editions. So, but basically, there haven't been that many chances, and no one has won all 3. And Rupert now has a chance to win all 3. And in theory, there's 3 more players that have won the World Cup and the 7 Kingdoms and have not won 8 regions yet. Hanno, Lunser, Werner, Wispaintner, and Lennart Paga. But as of now, none of them is registered for 8 regions. But we'll see. Maybe that changes.
So, Miha, do you sacrifice yourself? You draft Rupert and you do on purpose to lose?
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
I mean, I have other rivalries since you bring it up. Jim Hansen and Andy Boyd have won both 8 regions they've played in, so I can't let them win either. So we'll see how that goes. No one's won all of them though, and no one can.
You draft Rupert, and then you just have to make sure Jim doesn't win.
Yeah, which is not that easy. I mean, it's gonna be so strong this year. Just, the standard of regions is so ridiculous that I don't know. I don't honestly know who is. I mean, no one's the favorite at this point. I guess we'll have a little bit of speculation after we see what teams have been, what kind of teams have been assembled. But I can imagine that we won't be able to call it after the draft either.
Shouldn't you or Chrissy be favorites as you're both winning one of you is winning the 8 regions draft, like the pre-draft?
True.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
there you go.
It worked for Andy, but he had the first round pick and picked Jim Hansen, and there is no Jim Hansen this year to pick, and I don't know how much of an advantage it is, honestly.
Maybe you two should just play the final of the tournament right now, because you both have 2 wins, so you're gonna be paired anyway.
I have to deck build. You know.
Sure, you have some decks ready.
Well, he can't play crossing now. So
Yeah.
you're fine.
But he can play Stark. I can't play Stark or crossing either.
Yeah, Stark is bad.
Easy mode. Can't play the easy mode
play
decks.
Stark crossing.
I'll send you a burn deck for you.
Sure. Okay, so that's gonna be happening real soon now. The 8 region stuff will be streaming the draft, not on this channel, since I am going to be drafting, so you can watch that on Zini's channel probably. And also, so I'll publish this video right now on YouTube to finish the playlist, and then also have finally the videos from the online worlds. I added a few to the stuff that was streamed live, since it was only 2 games, so it will be 5 games in total now, so you can enjoy that as well. So that's coming up next, and I think we can probably now, since it's been requested, squeeze in a friendly open tournament next weekend possibly as well. Since we're going into 8 region season and people need to stay sharp. Plus, now I think there could be some demand because 2 packs have just come out, so new cards, new toys. And I've seen people playing the Martell army on the Iron Throne quite a bit.
Yeah. Give credit to design. Those 2 first packs have a lot of interesting cards to create new deck building options for many factions.
Yeah, some really exciting coming out.
Yeah.
As well for Stark, I think.
Yeah, and can't complain about Baratheon either.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's leave it here. Thanks guys for joining me. Thank you everyone for watching the World Cup this past, I think 3 months or so. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you soon in other events.
Bye.
See you, everyone.